Good evening! Welcome back, all of my miscellaneous malice monsters. This is the Corundum Cat, and we are picking up with episode 12 of our fully and amateurishly voiced long play of Shadow Hearts 3 Shadow Hearts from the New World. Okay, I think we're going to have a lot to cover in the next couple of sessions here, so a very brisk recap. Last time we were in the slog, I'll be honest, it was that, of Ito Cave, to track down one of the two, I guess, like, magic rings forged by Shania's ancestors, which will allow us to unlock the power of will to counteract the Great Gate of Malice, which threatens to, doom the world to Weird Mageddon. We did do that. It took a little bit. There was a lot of back and forth. I have off-screen since then ventured back into that terrible cave to finish rounding up errant ninjas for Frank's side quest for Brittany. And I'm kind of glad that I missed the one because upon turning in the third one, it automatically put us back to the entrance. And if that had happened when I was gearing up to fight the boss, I would have been so salty. Y'all ain't even know. There's gonna be a lot of salt this episode, as it turns out, and so it begins. But we got that. We got Frank's next skill. I think his penultimate at that point, or finally even. Wrote out my and or logic gates for Johnny's missing cat detective mystery back in New York. And it turns out I had solved it correctly in my head. I was just wrong about how many of the perpetrators were lying. It was only one of them was telling the truth. Anyway, got that taken care of. Johnny now can kind of go toe to toe with the frontliners. He has a proper hard hitting attack skill. I'll be showing that off along with Frank. And coming back to Moana Village after finishing up those other side quests, we found a couple of locals right here learning their letters, and this lady who became pen pals with the Birdman of Alcatraz. No, I'm not joking. He put a message in a bottle, he threw it in the ocean, it washed up here, of all places. So we did some back and forth, dropped off some correspondence for that burgeoning romance, prisoners of love being what they are, and that became Ricardo's newest inspiration for another muse item for him. So we got another set of really good abilities, and I'll be showing them off as well. So, all that said, all that taken care of, we are headed out. We are, I believe, the second ring is as simple as checking back with the Grand Canyon. So let's go there and see if I'm correct about that, or if they're going to hit us with more of this Professor Layton stuff. But I'm prepared for it, if that's what it comes down to. I don't think this guy was standing outside before. Okay, yeah, cutscene. Here we go. It's to be expected.
Hey!
You should wait here. We'll be quick.
Hey, wait! Huh?
You have come.
It sounds to me like you know what's going on.
When you are the leader of a tribe, you know all of the tales and legends by heart. But to think that the gate truly exists.
It was that woman who summoned it.
It was not just your tribe. She wants to destroy the world.
You seem fairly relaxed about it.
Although it seems cold, I do not care. The world may end up destroyed, but the feelings of crisis do not touch me. I am not a man of greatness like my father once was. The gate's appearance means one thing. That the many legends about this ring are all true.
So you've had it all along.
It was given to me by my mother and father, along with the order that I give it to my bride. In doing so, it kept alive their most fervent wish that it be passed on through the generations. Shania, you know you are my beloved, and you are qualified to take this ring.
I know that I need this ring, so I can hunt that woman down. But
when you are done with it and have settled things, you may bring the ring back to me. However, I wish that you would keep it forever.
It's nice to find an emotionally mature NPC in this franchise. I'm not sure. I'm not sure I jive with his whole read on like, yeah, sure, reality might be destroyed, but whatever. Not where I keep my stuff. I take issue with that. You know, there is acceptance, and then there is foolishness, perhaps. But anyway, we got the ring, and we didn't have to do any Professor Layton stuff or go through a terrible like color matching dungeon or whatever. So I mean, I can't really complain that much. And yeah, that is gonna open up Uyuni Salt Lake. And again, this is similar to the back half of Covenant. This is the part of the game that I have very, very little memory about. I seem to recall that this one is a bear. Yeah. Actual bears might be involved. I don't even know. Probably not. It's a salt flat in Bolivia. But, you know, however, going through Covenant, I thought the same thing about Battleship Mikasa, and it turned out to be not that bad. So,
Man, how long do we have to wait?
y'all want to get a chair or something?
Stupid thing.
Get some pillows?
Maybe if I just smashed it open.
The fact that things are taking so long means one thing. None of this was a product of my imagination. This is bad. They somehow manage to find the other power, and then they figure out how to use it, then...
Hey, what are you mumbling about? Are you talking about those kids again?
Don't worry. It's nothing to get all upset over, really. Just something I'm thinking I have to do, with the gate not opening and all.
What? If you know what's going on, then tell me now. This standing around here is getting on my nerves.
Okay, fair. I'll give him that one.
In an ancient text, I came across a worrisome passage. It told about some ruins located at a lake called Uyuni. And those ruins actually contained a blue light, which was meant to oppose the gate of the red light. You see?
A blue light? Is that what's keeping the gate closed?
That could be it, yes. It is possible that if the blue light was somehow to be freed from the ruins, there's a chance that the gate might even be destroyed completely.
If the gate is destroyed, what about Lady's wish?
Her wish? Why, it would remain ungranted.
This is serious.
Where are you going, Mr. Killer?
I'm gonna go destroy those ruins at Uyuni. Or wherever. Those runts aren't gonna interfere anymore.
My. He certainly seems upset, doesn't he? Why, he even left Lady and me all alone. But at this point, I wouldn't even think of laying so much as a finger on my dear lady.
Hey, yo, she's a casual mass murderer,
Just open
Gilbert.
that gate. Finally, all my dreams will come true.
I kind of appreciate that Team Evil has the least, the least, the least trustworthy, man who has ever been existence. Like, he's not even trying to hide the fact. It's like, oh yeah, no, he's a baddie. Also, what a gorgeous shot! As we find ourselves somewhere in the Salar de Uyuni. And I was actually surprised to find out this is a real place. And specifically, what we're seeing here, we're walking around, and there's the little bit of water on the ground, this beautiful, gorgeous, reflective surface. That's a real thing. It's a real phenomenon. After a little bit of rain, this whole lake turns into like the largest mirror on the planet. It's an 80-mile wide reflective surface. I think satellites use it to calibrate a lot. Obviously, I have some more history about it, but for now, take it away, Johnny. The ring lit up. Door's open. That was easy. Let's go. We don't have much time left. I mean, I think it was explained to us that we had, like, infinite time as long as... How? Now, I don't know how Gerard and Bugin got here through a magically sealed gate. I'm going to say doorway. I'm going to say vestibule. Gate seems to be a reserved term. I don't know how they got here ahead of me. How do they keep doing it? They can't keep getting away with this. Bonjour! Hey, Dan. Okay. They can't keep getting away with it, but they are going to keep getting my business because I respect their great dedication to the mercantile pursuits. Oh, you caught up with me. Too bad. I wanted to get to the top of the tower before a romantic reunion. Oh, you've trampled over a sweet girl's dreams. That'll come at a price. So why don't you buy something? Man, okay. There's something to be said for leaning so hard into the stereotype that it becomes kind of like a suit of armor, right? Like, how are you going to mock this man? No one has ever been more confident in his own sexuality, and I respect the hell out of that. Anyway, are you selling me new weapons? I could use some new weapons, boys. And we got our res talmans. Ooh, yes, weapon upgrades. That's a sizable 15 points for Johnny. That's great. Yeah, that seems to be the standard, actually. Love it. Frank already got his upgrade. He stole it from Moana Village because that's how Frank be. The Dominator, the most powerful guitar ever made. Tim, you suspect that they can and will keep getting away with it. Yeah, that's probably true. I don't know of any power which could hold them to account, frankly. And what do we got here? Godwood plate, bark of a holy tree, or a coat in the old South Indian style. Obviously, holy tree, which seems... okay. Godwood plate has a couple points more physical defense. Old style coat has a couple points more special defense. I mean, both are good, but we're going to be taking more regular attacks than anything else. So, yeah, we'll grab some of those. We're spending a lot of money. These boys are about to... We're making their whole trip here. Poison, seal, panic. Ooh, these are all... We've reached the part of the game where it's like, hey, you know how often we're going to be throwing status effects at you? 10,000 for the Zodiac Bracelet. Prevents paralysis and petrification. I think I want one of those. The fact that it exists suggests that there's going to be a whole lot of that nonsense going on. And yeah, we're going to get a couple more Leonardos. Make sure we have those at least available for everybody. And, okay, we've got plenty of Thera roots and Thera seeds. We've got mana items. No reason not to get a couple. We're already spending so much anyway, you know? And really don't need the pure items, but it can't hurt. And we have plenty of tents. Alright, well, we're going from 85,000 to considerably less. Heck of a discount. Okay, so that saved an awful lot. Ooh, next rank as well. Cool, cool, cool. Let's get that equipped real quick here. Oh, Frank is already good. Frank is always good. Frank was born ready. And everyone else, well, we'll give them their weapons. If they need armor, they can sub in as available. Okay. Yeah. Also took the opportunity to finally play around with Mugen's services for the stellar charts. Got Johnny a little more magic potency. So he's no longer dead weight. I think. I'm saying that probably with a false and undeserved sense of confidence. What did I just do? That was the wrong button. Okay. Whoops. Let me redo that shopping with less commentary. That's what I get for my incessant saving habits. And you know what's going to happen this time? I'm going to screw up the discount this time. It is guaranteed. All right. Real quick. Give me my weapons. Alright, bunch of Godwood plates. Zodiac, and some Leonardos, just in case things get spicy. Yeah, alright. I think that's everybody. Okay. Now we will be more careful. Yep. Knew it. Not only did we not upgrade, we lost it down to D. You know what? That's fine. They can have their money. They can't keep getting away with this. Oh, good. There are random encounters in here. Now we know that. Alright, what are we looking at? Firstly, we've got Ricardo, the little girl's letter from her new pen pal, the Birdman of Alcatraz. We have a couple of actually genuinely great party buffs, to the point where he sort of replaces everyone else. Just straight better attack for everyone, double the effectiveness of critical hits, which is awesome. Increased attack power, increased defense. Wonderful. But what I'm really interested in is the Melody of Rage, the song Fated Day's End, and let's see how that goes for us. I think it goes pretty well. All right, Johnny, take a picture, and then show off. We're going to show off Johnny's special. This is what we got for finding that lost cat back in New York. He has a cell phone. Is it 1927? Yes, but that's fine. He's ahead of his time, and let's just make sure that is centered there. Awesome.
Okay, look over here. Smile and say cheese.
How could Johnny suddenly become a badass?
Lenny!
By making Lenny do all the work? Oh, that's why they were suddenly selling anti-paralysis items. Ah, that's just gonna keep happening, isn't it?
Sorry, but I don't have time to play with you.
We'll do what we can to mitigate that. I can't afford that many anti-paralysis necklaces. They are 10 grand a piece. But let's see what we got available. Who is gonna be the best recipient for that? Oh, also Ricardo. Okay, yeah, he does have his pedometer on. Either he or Johnny can do the healing for it, probably. Johnny's got the warning device. That needs to stay equipped. Yeah, we will give that to Ricardo to be immune to poison, because he can... The power of his music, excuse me, immune to paralysis, he can get a lot of mileage out of curatives, and, you know, putting the rest of us back together. Hopefully that works. Okay, this time, I'm going to save and not load my game. And then let's get to exploring this awesome palace made out of salt. Which only sounds like it would be a poor building material. As it turns out, there's a surprising amount of prior art. These guys are styling. Like, you stand right next to a treasure chest. Like, oh, adventurers are going to come for the chest. They'll stay to spend money. Alright, how do we get out of here? Alright, left. Oh, also, from the sort of catch-up and bookkeeping and stuff I was doing off screen, we did turn in our remaining ring fragments out back in New York, and our friendly ring spirit, Aya, is not available. Her dad is the one who is now collecting this from us, and he is super nettled about Johnny making eyes at his weird, free-floating, multicolored daughter. So, you know, we've got that going. And what do we got here? We got some creepy jellyfish things. Yeah, let's get another picture. You know what? I'm a scumbag. I'm gonna double it again. So, the phone call to Lenny is expensive. It's like 86 MP. But not only does it do a big hit of damage in the area, it also knocks the stock out of enemies.
Look over here.
So it is an incredible opener. And kind of replaces Johnny's vacuum most of the time. And can we catch multiples with Ricardo? Yeah, we can get. Okay, we can get 2 for 1. That's what we like. Combo into Schnott. You're going to be seeing a lot of Ricardo's rocket launcher, for the record. If you thought I've used the flamethrower, nah, son. Nah, son. And these enemies are... Okay, yeah, they are... Neither of them are ground-based enemies, so we cannot yet show off Frank's new technique. But we will. He's so good. Almost. 1 or 2 strikes and there would have done it. Oh, don't make Johnny crazy. How would we know?
Sorry, but I don't have time to play with you.
Oh, so what do we get? 34. That's a lot of XP for a relatively easy battle. I like 7 soul as well. It's very good. Oh, we also, I did, oh, that's one of the things I was writing for. Shania, we hunted down her 12th statue. So we have all of her, oh, what is this? What fresh hell awaits us? Alright, well, there's gonna be some pillars and... What's this thing?
I'll take you out.
I don't know, but it's great. Okay, again, let's take some pictures real quick. Get everybody tagged and bagged.
Look over here. Smile and say cheese.
The monsters all obediently lining up in frame. Yeah, we you know, if we don't use the stock, we're gonna lose the stock. Ooh, 518 on that Ixion. That's like mini boss levels. Okay, I think it was the Sulagi that were doing paralysis all willy-nilly, so let's start with him. Frank can... Oh no, they knocked it too high into the air. However, will Frank solve this problem? With a giant ninja star. There aren't actually... Oh, yeah, see, there we go. The enemy's just going to knock the stock out of us. You know, we're going to use it or we're going to lose it. Bring it on, bring it on, bring it on. Shania. Start in on that big, terrible fish monster. And we're going to go right back to Frank, because I mentioned I wanted to show off his newest ability, and that is the Fast Snowball. And I will let it speak for itself.
Frank power! Nice hand.
That's a lot of damage. Like all good Polish Americans, Frank is a bowler, and I don't think anyone could be surprised by this. That thing's in the air. That's going to be a waste. Let's go ahead and give him a little zap. Yeah, Johnny, show off your mighty magic powers. We solving problems.
Don't mess with New Yorkers.
Definitely a little salty about the random enemy, which knocks our entire stock gauge out as its basic attack. But, you know, easy come, easy go. Alright, so, let us engage with this terrible... What? We got these glowing crystals. There's no road from here. What about this crystal? It must be this. Hey, don't be so rash. See, a path appeared, just as I thought. But in turn, I think some pillars went down, too. Well, I guess it's okay. Ah, yeah, goody gumdrops. We get to be juggling those. Okay. Yep, same kind of crystal. I'll touch it. What else you got for me? Like I thought, the pillars moved. The red-topped pillars rose, and the green-topped pillars went down. Oh, okay, so that's the red on top. Whatever is on top is going to rise, whatever is on the bottom is going to go down. Good to know. Hey gang, I'm still colorblind. I have a severe red-green color deficit. You know what that means? It means I can't tell red and green apart when they're adjacent to each other. Super good! Oh, is that how it was? Boys, Mr. Absent-Minded! If you touch every crystal in sight, you don't know what'll happen. Be a little more careful, kid. Okay, I get it. Okay, I think I saw a treasure chest here. And you know I'm going for that. You know I love them chests. Okay, and we have no crossing over from this, so let's try the other switch.
I'm not afraid of you.
Johnny, get rid of this terrible thing. Yeah, we'll give that to Shania for an easy knockout. Get some of her stock restored. Frank. I don't like that Salagi, Frank. I don't like it one bit. I don't like being comboed by the bad guys, neither. Wow, alright, well. They told Johnny to sit down and think about what he had done. Alright, but Baddie's off the field, that's the most important part. And if they hit Johnny again, he's just going to spend a little time dead for tax purposes. It wouldn't be the first time. I don't think it will be the last. Bye, Johnny. and appropriately enough, Johnny spends a few rounds dead for tax purposes. Has any party member been knocked out other than Johnny? Like, I'm legitimately curious about that. We're going to inform Johnny that the IRS has gone on their merry way, and he's back. Y'all think I'm joking. How do you think he managed to afford a two-story building in the Upper East, in the Upper West Side? I mean, that is an expensive office. And he's finding, you know, stray cats for free. Oh, that reminds me. I am so mad about that whole who stole our office cat thing, because we finally sussed it out. Get back to the guy who hired us. or the father of the little girl who hired us, and he's like, "Oh yeah, well, I had a hunch because one of my employees, they lost their cat, last week, and I know they took it really hard." And it's like, dude, you didn't think that was useful information to maybe tell us about, maybe identify a suspect early on, save you the runaround? No. Anyway, we touching crystals like it's nobody's business. This time a yellow-topped pillar went up, and a red-topped pillar went down. Yes, it appears there's a relationship in the colors of the crystal. I know. It's pretty involved. I don't think it will let us get to the top so easily. Well, don't worry about it. I may not look it, but puzzles are my thing. Just leave it to me. I mean, I want to be rude to him, but I'm not sure he's wrong. Okay, so this will make the red pillars rise and the yellow or green pillars go down. Awesome. Okay. I think that'll be progress. This double white, I assume, resets the entire chamber. I have no interest in doing that. I don't know why I would. Oh, another door that doesn't open, is it? Well, looks like it. So that's what the white pill, the white crystals are going to do. Those are the keys. Got it. Okay, we got two of them terrible floating clams right in the center, and we're gonna play them a little song. I was hoping to get the strike on that. I think it would have one and done. Oh well. Yeah, that would have done it. Just that little bit extra damage. But you know what? We're not... Yeah, this should be fine. Frank, clean them up. Okay, we solving problems. Oh, how you like it? Oh, we paralyzed you, monster. I'm sorry, is that rude? We're gonna win all our fights with dramatic irony. Or heck, regular irony. I don't mind. I'm not proud. Or tired. Hey, we even got some bonus stock gauge. I love it. Start using the fancy stuff again. Get them doubles, get them combos. This crystal looks different from all the others. I am curious. Yo, I read a lot of Curious George books as a kid, and for the current generation, anyone who might be following this on VOD, for example, if you're not familiar with Curious George, it's a monkey who keeps getting into problems because he has the worst owner who allows him to interact with human technology and commerce. I see. This color crystal is used to open doors. Also, I feel like we're really getting spoon-fed the mechanics of this particular dungeon. This is not our first rodeo. We've had much more esoteric than this, with much less explanation, so I don't know about that. But we are making our way onwards and upwards. I love that. But anyway, before I get interrupted doubtlessly by a random encounter, presently I'm sure, yeah, Uyuni Salt Lake. Oh, hang on, I'm going to interrupt myself. Oh, okay. Is that green and yellow? Are these pillars not the same color? Can't say I'm thrilled about this one, crew. Alright. Let's, Jesus. Okay. Green will rise, and yellow will go down. Green is already up, so I'm kind of curious what happens. We cut ourselves off from the door. That's fine. What happens if we hit it again? No change, because that is already the state of things. Good. Okay. So we'll bring up red.
I won't show any mercy if you get in my way.
You know what, Shania? Turn into a giant monster. Appreciate it. Anyway, yeah, Uyuni Salt Lake is a real place. It's in Bolivia, southeastern. Largest salt flat in the world, and has been for, you know, as long as we have recorded history. I don't know the exact geologic history of it, but, like, archaeology, I think, is like there have been 4 or 5 different inland seas in the distant past. You know, that Uyuni used to be a regular, well, salt lake. And that all evaporated and left just generation after generation of, you know, the salt deposits when the water was gone. It's 8 meters at surface level, 8 meters of salt deposit, and in, like, again, 80-mile wide and tall, enormous area. So an awful lot of salt. Speaking as a Clevelander, or at least a Northern Ohio boy, we keep our salt underground, right? We mine that stuff like good dwarfs. In Uyuni, nah, you just get it off the ground. Why not? We punching people. What do we got here? Red bounce a little underwhelming. Can we get? Oh yeah, all these flying monsters. Okay, well, let's get rid of this guy before he messes with our stock. Shania casts Fist. It's super effective. Shania's going to make a phone call, and then a little bit of magic. I don't know why it's not letting us use attack magic on that. It's odd. The rules are inconsistent. Ah, we'll buff Ricardo. He deserves it.
Lenny!
Buffs go hard. Alright, that problem is solved. Frank, you do you, my boy. Let's go bowling.
That's Frank Power. Nice ad.
Shania, show us your war face. She's actually got a pretty good one. I can't even complain. All right. So, red pillars. What do you got for me? Hopefully a lot of them. And this will re-raise the green, so we can then traverse the red. Okay, I like that. We'll get that treasure chest, then we can get over to that other switch to hopefully re-raise the, whatchamacallit. Yellow, I think, are the ones to the door to leave the room. Cosmic bracelet, I forget what that does. Finding jewelry in random places. Cosmic. Oh, poison seal, panic mental. Okay, all good things, which they are hitting us with. I'm just not sure they're super useful. And okay, we don't need green. We already have green. Red, lower yellow. We already have red raised, don't we? Oh, it was red, lower green, and we were standing on green. Hey, there's multiple floors. It got worse.
Have a listen to this hot bell.
I will say, I do kind of wish the enemies would clump up just a little bit more. You know, a little bit more regularly is all. Alright, now this should be one and done on that little flying shellfish buffet. One fewer baddie. Another attack you can be seeing a lot of throughout the course of the run. As Lenny, last of the Steel Claws, the God Hand, returns to battle one last time. Repeatedly, one last time. One last sequence. You know what? It's just going to keep happening. Reform is difficult. Uppering? What's up with you?
You can hate me if you want, and your own luck too.
Magic is getting a little low across the board, but Johnny's still got another phone call in him. That's fine. Be good for another fight. Okay, so yellow and what options do we have here? Is there a treasure chest hidden around the map geometry? No, apparently not. That's a first. There's a switch behind the red pillar which we can't get to. That's obnoxious. That is that just yellow? Okay, so that's good and all. Can we now then ride? Yes! Yes! Unless we needed oh, we had to... There's a white crystal down there. We need to actually unlock the door first. Well, I still figured it out, and I am happy for that.
Bring it on!
Didn't work, but... I'm gonna have to remember to keep my eyes open for that in these chambers. It's been a long time since Johnny got a one-hit kill in a dungeon. Okay. We're right back on the clock. Might still do it. Yes.
Your evil was one night only.
Frank is so good, he can make up for my own deficiencies. Who could ask for more? The hero we deserve. Alright, let's go ahead and top up mana. We'll use the cheap herbs, because we got a lot of them. Let's re-ride the... Oh, bugger, we can't get to that switch. Oh, okay. Yes, let's bring up the green, ride it back down, go to the northwest, hit the white, and then do the same thing we did previously, bringing up the others. Yeah, they didn't hide that at all. I just wasn't paying attention to the ride. That's on me.
Now's my chance.
Enemy surrounded. They don't look surrounded. Try a little combo magic with John. Well, double magic. Well, not terrible. Using the phone call would have been better. Live and learn. Anyway, here's Ricardo with Wonderwall. See if Frank can pick up the spare.
Grant Frank power. Nice air.
Solid, just not quite good enough. Yeah, we'll give it to Ricardo, because I like him more than Johnny. Clean.
That was just the intro.
Clean, no enemy actions. Love to see it. We're too good. Man, I'm glad this game doesn't have, like, mimics, because I'm a chest fiend. I see those and I go for them, even when it's a bad idea.
After all, your kiss of hot lead.
Again, you're gonna be hearing that. You're gonna be hearing that music a lot. But yeah, what was I? I was talking about Uyuni Salt Lake, the real one. So yeah, it's been around for a while. It's been a fixture in Bolivia. It's been a tourist attraction for a shocking long time. In fact, to the point that like they built a hotel there, and it's like yeah, no, there's you can find great photography. Check it out on YouTube. There's a whole lot of people experimenting with the visual. It's like this giant, awesome, naturally occurring near one of nature's wonders, yeah, no, it's really quite classy. But they filmed movies there whenever they need a seemingly alien landscape that is a bit more distinct than just like the Sahara. Last Jedi. The salt planet at the end. There's the siege, the resistance, and holding up the caves. First Order coming before blasting the heck out of the place with Adam Driver shouting more, more, more. That was filmed at Uyuni. That's the real environment. The whole it turns into red dust. No, that's how it is. That's not really. But the place is otherwise. Let's see. They opened a hotel. I want to say in 1993, or they started building in 93, opened in 95, that was just built out of blocks of salt. So the fact that we are currently in New World here, fighting our way up a giant tower of salt in Uyuni, Salar de Uyuni, Salar, salt flat from Spanish. I don't think there were any ancient temples housing the eternal, undying will of humanity there. But they absolutely, yes, structures made out of salt. Yeah, no, that's, real thing. They did that. And what sequence did I do for this? I pressed this one. Yeah, to lower the red, then stood on the red and raised the other one, and this should get me to the door. That hotel wasn't very good, for the record. The Palacio de Sol, the Palace of Salt, and I'm not sure if it was because their menu was incredibly salty, or if reviewers were salty about their accommodations. No, the actual problem is that it was built in the middle of a salt flat, tens of miles from any, running water or sanitation. So the place ended up being terribly filthy because it was incredibly expensive to bring in septic services. It closed after a few years, didn't do terribly well. They reopened it, or they built a new, there's a second Palacio de Sol, which I believe is still open from 2007, and they actually got reasonably effective sanitation installed, so it's not super gross to be visiting it. Cool place, never been myself. Haven't been to Bolivia. But I understand it gets rave reviews. I think there was a while it was big with fitness influencer culture, because these all-natural mineral baths are the perfect thing to, man, I don't know, it's salt water. You can bathe in salt water pretty easy, but you can sell saltwater baths to tourists, and you can charge them a lot. Anyway, Frank, Demon Bomb. But yeah, in addition to the actual archaeology, go figure, if you're interested in Precambrian life and early developmental fossil records of Earth's long existence, particularly as regards marine life, Uyuni is a absolute godsend for archaeology, because you get a whole bunch of critters preserved in those 8 meters of easy, clear, simple, easy to mine salt. and lots of troglodyte friends. Trilobite friends. Probably not troglodytes. Those the slee stacks are from the inner core of the Earth, and they're still around. Don't think they aren't. But apart from that archaeology, the city of Uyuni, which is, been around the whole time. I think it was founded in like the 1880s. Uyuni is the nearby city on the edge of the Uyuni Salt Flats. Go figure. The name is the same. And they see a lot of tourism for visitors, particularly in the rainy seasons, where you get that gorgeous natural mirror effect. There's also, weirdly, from Bolivia's history, they invested very heavily in mining as a commercial export industry in the 1920s. And then the Depression hit worldwide through the 30s, and they kind of experimented with, nationalism. But anyway, the mining industry in Bolivia collapses, and that was buoyed by a big push for modernization of the rail system in the country. And all of those trains from all of the mining towns were effectively left to just derelict in this salt flat. So there's now one of the largest railway graveyards in the world is in Uyuni, Bolivia. It's dry, arid weather when it's not raining. So rail enthusiasts, in addition to like photographers and people who are curious about the healing properties of bathing in salt water, just go to the ocean. It's cheaper, it's free, there's a lot of salt in the ocean. But it is something of a mecca for rail enthusiasts, because there are all these, again, you can find pictures of this, you can find videos of it, all of these awesome old 1930s, 1940s, and earlier trains that have just been left and abandoned from the collapse of the Bolivian, national industry. Bad news for Bolivia, great news for rail enthusiasts. Let me focus. So, the switch to open the door, we can get to the door now on just red pillars if we circle around. The switch is on that adjacent wall that we're looking at. So, we have to get down to the ground floor, make our way over to the northwest quadrant, and hopefully there's a lever at the bottom which will re-raise red pillars or other adjacent pillars so we can escape that afterwards to hit the white crystal to open the door. This is complicated, but at least we have a game plan. In the meantime, how the heck do we get down there? Step 1. Obviously random encounters. That's how we get down there. I'm glad they answered that for me. I was worried there. Should have comboed to Shania. No, Johnny got this. Johnny, you got, Yeah. This'll be just fine. This'll work. I believe in you, Johnny. That's what I get for believing in you, Johnny. For old time's sake, we're gonna use the flamethrower. Is it better? No. But it's a flamethrower. the good news, by the time we get out here, I think we'll have made up back most of the money that we dropped on the Just Us guys. So that's always positive. All right, other switches. Okay, yeah. So red will take us all the way over, but here, yes, red goes down because we do want to get down to the first floor. So down we go. That seals off that approach. That's fine. You know, game. I'm thinking here. You could go a little bit lighter on the fights, right? I'm trying to meet you halfway.
Lenny!
You know, incidentally, also talking about the historical framing of this time and place, less to do with Uyuni specifically, but just in general, something to keep in mind. In 1927, there is Bolivia's not a great place to travel to in 1927. Now, I know that part of being Shadow Hearts adventurers is that we play fast and loose with international borders up to and including the trenches of the First World War and the many battles in the Sansa River. But yeah, there was I think it is the Shayanata revolt or rebellion in 27, and that was interesting since we are in a great sacred site of the native tribes of Bolivia. That was the Shayanata in real life. So no, they do not share, to the best of my knowledge, any cultural crossover with the Grand Canyon tribes of North America. But yeah, no, there was absolutely native resistance to the broad-scale industrialization of the Bolivian government in its times. See also my previous point about rapid industrialization, railway, and mining interests, and similar to us here in America, quite a lot of that was on the ancestral and ancient lands of the First Peoples, and the government did not particularly care. But yeah, large-scale uprising, I think 10,000 or so, full-on army of the Shayanata that were, making themselves known and heard. I am not enough of a scholar of Bolivian history to tell you how that turned out. I don't think it was a massacre. I believe they actually had a reasonable amount of success in forcing... in like the Bolivian Parliament, whatever the appropriate name for it is, getting increased representation for the tribes there. So, and pushing back against... Well, okay, I don't know if they were on the side of rising nationalism or not. They might very well have been, in which case that's not great for anybody. But just interesting context, 27, not a great time to be visiting Bolivia, but funny that we are here once again fighting wars. What color is this? Okay, this is... I guess that's red and green. Lower green, raise red. I think? Or is that just... Oh. Yeah, that color deficit I mentioned. Not a... Okay. That was, yeah, lower green, raise red, except green is already lowered. We need to lower yellow, I think, and that is not... This seems to be the exact opposite of that. Yeah, raise yellow... how can we get around this? Oh wait, raise green, lower yellow. Okay, no, that's good. We want that. We want that. Okay. Now, raise red, lower green, and we raised green. This should open the path north. It did. Alright, 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 alright. I'm not sure what that is over in the corner. Can I get around to that? I have to lower the pillars. Okay. So, here we are. Let's scope out the site. That is raise green, lower yellow on top of a green pillar. That'll raise us back up to the surface. We don't want to do that just right now. Raise yellow, lower red. So, okay, that'll lower the... That'll lower the red pillar. Unfortunately, we're gonna have to ride it back up. But we do... And then, okay, if we can find a way to raise the red pillars once we are back on the top, that will give us a bridge on yellow and red to get to the switch. Real quick, though, what else are we looking at here? Was that okay? Raise green, lower yellow. Can we lower red while we're here without not without raising the others? Ah!
Come on.
I'm curious what they got tucked away in the corner there. I want it. My loot goblin tendencies have been activated.
Lenny!
Probably overthinking this. Am I overthinking this? Almost assuredly. Yeah, we'll puzzle it out. We'll see if anything comes up. Is this a good idea? Okay, that brought us back up as expected. Now we... Okay. I need... I'm being serious here. I'm not doing a bit. Chat, if anyone's paying attention at the moment, is that crystal on the bottom, is that yellow or green? I actually can't tell. And if it's green, that would work. I think it's yellow, which is not. That's green? That's green? Thank you. Okay, alright. So that is going to be raise red, which we want, and lower green, which does not hamper us. So... Hooray! Door is unlocked. Okay, okay, okay. I love that. And then how can we get to it? With a little difficulty. What are we looking at over here? That is beautiful.
I'll throw you a kiss of hot land.
All right, thank you so much for the assistance, because really, it's like these. I'm not playing that up for sympathy or for for the engagement or anything. Those look exactly the same. It's like, well. All right, I actually I think I remember what that item is down on the first floor, and I'm not willing to put in like the 20 minutes of effort to retrieve it. I'm pretty sure that's Frank's next upgrade. That's Frank's next weapon to steal. And don't get me wrong, I love Frank, but not but there are limits.
Sorry, but I don't have time to play with you.
Also, we're getting a lot of soul energy from this dungeon, and I'm okay with that. Since we picked up the last of Shania's statues, we now have to, before the end game, we have to upgrade all of them to level 5, which we're gonna have to kill a lot of people, a lot of monsters, or no, Italians. Those count too. We were getting soul points for them. I don't write the game; I just play it. But we've already upgraded all of the Tatanka statues, and I'm working on Thunderbird and Lesser. And I was correct in my half-remembered understanding of it. The last of her totems was in one of the creature features, the arena battles in Arkham with Professor Lovecraft. Oh, you can't paralyze Ricardo. We planned on that. We've got your number, giant, terrible sky jellyfish. I don't know what that is, actually.
Sorry, but I don't have time to play with you.
Okay, let's have our back bench give us a little healing. Put the blood back in everybody. Oh, Frank is the first to break 500 hit points. Congratulations to Frank. He will be rewarded with constant battles. Oh, Seal of Wisdom, like that. Alright, alright, alright. Where do these stairs go? They go up. Lot of these fish monsters. Alright. Eh, Johnny got some stock. We'll use it. Oh, hey! Paralyzed. Super. Alas, we cannot change targets mid-combo. So we will beat up this helpless fish. You know what, it's been a few minutes since there have been explosions. We're gonna solve that problem. Hats off to Ricardo. I don't like that. Rude? What? Okay, what even is this? You can't go switching up the kind of puzzle you're doing to the game. Not mid dungeon. Not cool. Ah, it's closed. What about the other one? This one's no good either. Doesn't look like it. Look. Hey, isn't the pattern on the door the same as the one on the floor there? What? Where? Oh, you're right. Oh, something happened. You're so jumpy. How many times did we say not to act so hastily? Yeah, Hilda, thank you for your contributions. Very, very, very helpful. The light moved. Something happened on both sides of the floor, I see. All of this door's patterns is lit up, and all of that one's off. In short, if one lights up or turns off the floor, the doors each open respectively. Ah, Master, you're so wise! By the way, what could this switch be? Hey, now you're just doing as you please, too. No, Frank, don't. Are the lights switched back? It seems like some sort of reset switch. Oh, hell, Frank's great discovery. Just ignore the fool. So, do you want to try it? No, I want to stay here and desiccate a tower of salt, Mao. Yeah, I'll try it. Okay, so... What do we want, like... I mean, it seems like we can get in the right door, so what are they... All the lights got to be on to open it. Oh. Gotcha. On the floor, not the door is one is all off, one is all on, and this is going to be one of those like if you step on them, the adjacent ones turn off kind of nonsense. I know these puzzles. I'm not any good at them. But yeah, we don't want any adjacent. We want, okay, that's good. On the top there, that's like what we like. Okay, and then if right, oh, and then middle should turn all off. Yes, okay. All right, that's not terrible. That's not terrible. Oh, could we solve? It looks like we could solve either pattern, as there's two doorways up in here. Oh, that's so. Nope. It's a dead end, and we have to get the other door. They let me savor the triumph just long enough before surgically removing the jam from my donut. Yeah. Let's reset. Okay, so for this one, we need all of them lit up. What are we looking at? If we do the bottom, it'll turn both of those off, but it should light up the top two positions, and then we can jump back in on them? And, okay, yeah, it's on either side. Cool. There was, oh man, there was another game that had this puzzle, and I cannot for the life of me think of it, but I know I've done this. Except it wasn't a star, it was like a big rectangular grid. You had to like to close all the circuits or open all the circuits. I can't remember what that is. Some kind of cyberpunk or like science, science fantasy. Doesn't matter. Doors open, up we go. If I was a betting man, I would say that there is a boss fight behind this door. This feels like we're close to the top. Let's find out. The altar. Yes, there is a boss fight behind this door. Is it gonna be killer? Did he like climb the outside of the building and is just like waiting for us? And they're like, "Hey, I didn't bother solving the puzzles. How we doing?" Do I want to change up people's items expecting a boss fight? Ricardo, you do not need the pedometer for a boss fight. What do we give that boy instead? Oh, if it's killer, he has instant death attacks. We're supposed to be fighting him, right? Like that was the whole cutscene. Am I paranoid? Maybe. I bought these things for a reason, so And if he kills Johnny, well, Johnny will spend a little more time dead for tax purposes. Be embarrassed if it was more puzzles. Nope. End of the line. So we just put the rings in and save the world, right? Easy. Squeezy. It's never been simpler.
This is it.
It looks like the gate hasn't opened yet.
Mm-hmm.
Johnny, don't act like you know. You're looking at salt.
It's kind of weird.
It feels just like a wedding, right?
Don't be silly. Just come on.
Shania, punch him in the throat.
Right.
Johnny!
This is why you don't mess around with MacGuffins. Pick it up, put it in. You been stabbed before?
Pretty good. If you'd been just a hair closer.
Killer.
Come to bother us again?
Bother. I think you're stealing my line. All I really want to do is grant Lady her wish, but you guys, you keep following us around and messing with our business.
Tell me this, Killer. What if her wish is to destroy the world?
She wants to destroy the world? Well... Big deal. As long as it's what Lady wants, it's fine with me.
Sim!
So those rings are what make these ruins work? Hand them over right now. And while you're at it, hand over your life.
No to both.
Johnny, don't try to be cool. Okay. Killer round 2. I assume we need to get a new picture. So let's take his picture and then let's steal his stock with the awesome power of the vacuum.
Okay, look over here. Smile.
Yo, in a knife fight.
Switch on.
The most embarrassing start possible. Alright. We got... we want Arc Gale. Because we want speed and power. And also, let's... do we want defense or attack? We want attack. We always want attack. Don't cry, baby. Oh, that's proper flamenco. I like that. I like 25% attack. And, Frank, now the time's come to wreck him. How's he doing? 3,600 health is... Oh, he's still got a lot of stock. New plan. Yeah. We're gonna beat him until Candy comes out. And I feel good about it. Yeah, we'll pass up on the combo for the moment, because we do not want him to get to double attack whenever possible. Yo, welcome to Zero. Okay. Shania? War form? And then he's gonna get the horns, buddy. He might still run the table on us, but I feel very confident about our opening round. We're preparing for this as best we can. Shania, show him your war face. Haven't you got a war face? And on top of already getting 25% from Ricardo, Shania is going to use Arc Rage and then start punching. You know,
Take anymore.
it's what it says on the label.
There, see? Go get him.
I don't like that. Okay, well, Johnny is going to spend a little time dead for tax purposes. We've established that that's going to be pretty common. Frank, go ahead and fix that, please. Man, he hates Johnny. Just straight up. And of course, Johnny lost his buffs. Oh well, we'll make do. Arc Cure for himself and for Ricardo, who ate that Vice Needle. Don't like that. Gosh, he hits so hard. Oh, and this is my bad. I think he's airborne at the moment. I think I clicked to that too quickly. Should have used Demon Bomb. Ah well, we'll get him next time. Red Gravity? Joke's on him if he stole Johnny's stock gauge. Johnny's gonna take his.
Switch on.
There, see? Go get him.
Ow, 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 ow. Not cool, killer. Don't appreciate that. Rumble Roar's not bad. I'm not sure it's better than just punching the boy over and over. So that's what we're gonna do. You dare challenge Frank? Won't work. Okay, Killer is building up his stock again. We are going to be an absolute brat and have Lenny deliver a Megaton Punch from, you know, another continent.
Lenny! Funny every time. Okay, our stock is built back up. I'm loving it. Combo. Rage. not a huge amount of damage on that, but that's fine. We're just getting started. Tatanka. Beat the stuffing out of him, put him into the ground. Now Frank can pick up the spare. Do we want to go to John? No, we'll save Frank's stock. Johnny isn't a great closer.
Frank Howard. Nice ad.
831, I love it. All right, he's on Gale now, so that's gonna be a problem.
Go get him. I'll make your rain here.
Oh no, Ricardo. Johnny can fix that. You know what? That's okay. I'd have to go back and check a lot of footage. I think that might be the first time someone other than Johnny has been put into the ground. Do we want to use magic for that? Small amount of it. I think we're gonna use the good healing item here. And then we are going to further cure everybody, because Killer can do a lot of damage real quick.
Here we go.
Our dashing Hispanic has been restored. We are topped up, and Frank has... You know how much mercy? The answer is none. Oh, TJ, welcome. Okay, so, you're joining us for round 2 with the Killer at the top of the Great Palace of Salt in Bolivia. Surprisingly little Ahistoria, other than the fact that, like, there's a civil war going on in Bolivia at this time, and we're just kind of ignoring that. As for, you know, how much racism have you missed? I mean, the regular Shadow Hearts mount. It's actually been a pretty sedate session. Juggle this man! Put him against the wall! Surprisingly wholesome. Ricardo should really heal, but is going to use a rocket launcher guitar instead. Because when you have a rocket launcher guitar, everything looks like this guy. Oh no, not Johnny. Okay, we will need to put Gale back on, or else Killer is going to start outperforming us just on raw numbers, and that's a problem. In the meantime, however, Snowball. Forget it, dude. Let's go bowling. Frank's friends did not die face down in the mud, you know.
There, see? Go get him.
I wish he'd stop doing that. Oh, is he gonna get the double? Well, no, he killed Johnny. That's fair. Everybody killed Johnny. No, that is a new guitar. The skull is aftermarket. Do I want to heal Johnny, or do I just want to beat up Killer?
Johnny won't get the XP, but Killer won't rally and devastate us. Sorry, John. Spend a couple rounds dead for tax purposes. Punch him in the head. That's a war face. Oh, I mean, we got his, okay, that looks like a lot of XP. That's like 8 random battles.
Damn it. How did you?
Yo, round 3, come on. Stand back up. I ain't done with you. I ain't done with you by a dang sight.
Oh, man.
Johnny, now's our chance.
Yeah.
Okay, watch him. Natan, kneel on him with the gun on the back of his head. Come on. If he ambushes you again, you have no one to blame except yourselves. Hilde, your brother would never have made this mistake. I'm embarrassed to be here. Hey, yo. Is he going to be the new player character?
Get for not killing me before when you still had the chance.
What a look on Frank off on the side.
Johnny.
That's a good glowing, right?
Malice. From Johnny?
The sleeper has awoken. I bet y'all forgot we was playing a Shadow Hearts game. Johnny put on some thigh highs. It's Dr. Frankenfurter up in here.
Lady? No! What the hell is this? Damn you.
This is fabulous. Johnny hasn't skipped leg day this whole adventure.
Johnny? Is that you?
You got tall and hot.
Get a hold of yourself, you damn fool!
Yo, Ricardo was first on the punch, and I love that.
Boy, what has gotten into you?
Looks like words aren't going to work.
Then it must be time for a spank.
What got into him? A big knife into the heart. You saw it happen.
Johnny, don't do it! Could you be the same as that woman now?
Uncalled for, Johnny. That one's gonna cost you. God, he is caked up, to use the parlance of our times.
And it is said at the very top of this tower, there is an altar inside of which has been sealed a brilliant blue light.
Yeah, kind of the obvious solution. He's a malice creature. Release the will.
Malice. In the words of the white man's language, they use the word will.
Johnny.
Johnny Garland beats up everyone. The sequel we didn't know we needed. Did we win?
It stopped.
Veldum, you have questions. Well, by all means, share them. I will do my best to answer in a spoiler-free as manner as I can. Also, she can do a little, like, moe head tilt, like, oh, the Doomsday device stopped working. Johnny, why are you floating? Why is your body a leaking conduit of malice? Okay, put the knife back in. Finish him off. Everyone's like holding cold beer bottles against their bruises. Like, man, this escalated quickly. This one really got out of hand. I transformed, didn't I? I'm a robot in disguise. I hit Shania. Everyone else. I got to apologize later. Okay, you know, I give Johnny a lot of crap. He deserves most of it. I appreciate that his first concern is like, oh wow, I punched my friend and teammate, and that was uncalled for, and I was in the wrong for that. I didn't do it on purpose, but will they all believe me if I tell them I lost control of my own body? Dude, you grew 3 feet, took off all your clothing, got abs, and then started fighting. Yeah, no, I think they can buy it. Yeah. Isn't this my old house? But why? Yeah, how big is that bed? Wow, that perspective is weird. Well, gang, I'm as confused as anybody. This cushy bed. I got so used to the office bed, this is actually harder to sleep on. A present from my dad. He bought me lots of toys, but he didn't play with me very often. Wasps. Yo, John Boy, you disassociating? 1926, the year I got into the accident. Context, Johnny, is it currently 1926? What? I'm trying to run a stream here, man. Don't make this hard for me. Does he play full-size basketball inside? I mean, like that looks like a regulation hoop. Not sure about the weird mascot on it. I'm a little concerned. I'm a little concerned that the name of the combat team is in memory for Johnny, as we are in the Garland residence. Didn't that burn down? I feel like that burnt down. Am I misremembering that plot point? I ain't got no map. Can't go no further. My sister's room, I'm sort of scared. I won't go in. My dad's study. Back then, he rarely ever let me come in. What is this moral oral nonsense? He'd sit here and scowl. Then he would come in and apologize, and come in apologizing. Oh, the books are lined up so neatly, just like my neat freak dad. Yo, is Mr. Garland going to be the final boss? Is this whole thing an Oedipal nightmare? I'm okay with it, if so. I respect the classics. I'm not sure how we're stealing snacks from Johnny's tortured psyche, but I'm glad we are. Yeah, I'm in the mansion of eternal darkness. I do need to leave. I don't want to be here. Nothing good ever happened in a psychic dreamscape mansion in which you are trapped, having to relive the angst of a teenage existence. No, nothing. Like it feels like that fireplace opens into something. It feels like that's a secret passage. I don't know why you'd build those in upstate New York. What's this? An underground room? We had a basement in our house? Yeah, Johnny. It was a mansion in the 20s. You had a basement, you had a cellar. I hear voices. Now it's Silent Hill. There was a giant talking cat here. It's gone now.
You must stop this now! Don't you understand the horror, the severity of the ceremony?
Uh-oh.
Dad? And Marlo? Roger, too. What is this?
We've come too far to let you interfere.
Why you got the Emigre manuscript, Mr. Garland? Why you got that Tome of Forgotten Lore, my man?
By the power of the mighty Archangel Cherubim, bring the lost souls of these two back from the void!
What's happening?
Ladies and gentlemen, friends at home, introducing Grace Garland, Johnny's sister. Oh man, what delightful timing to round out the session. Also, you was straight unconscious, son. They brought you back from Bolivia.
Master, you're awake. Oh, thank goodness. So,
You spent a little time dead for tax purposes, right? You were all in such a terrible state that I decided to bring you here.
Yeah, but hey, what happened just now? What was that, Lenny?
Just now? What do you mean?
Do you know anything about when I was in that accident?
Huh? Well, not really. I was in Italy, working on some things for your father at the time.
Yo, Lenny be killing people overseas. He ain't stopped doing that.
Well, I returned as soon as I heard that you had been in an accident, but by the time I got back...
I see. Boy! What are y'all doing in my... Get out of my apartment. You finally come around, have you?
Hey, why did you change shape at Uyuni Tower? You looked almost like...
My father, I think Lady may have... Yes.
Master, what are you talking about?
Lady! She was in the basement. So was Dad, but by the time I realized he'd already been killed. And Roger was there. And Marlowe. I was too, but I was in this water tank and couldn't move, and... You saw this in a dream! It wasn't a dream! Well, maybe I did see it in a dream, but it was just so weirdly familiar. No more! Lenny, I have to go back home.
Master, your home was destroyed in a fire 3 years ago. Was there even a basement in the mansion?
I saw it in the dream. And not everything was completely burned in the fire, you know?
I understand. I have the key to the Master's house, so I'll accompany you.
Oh, dude, give me playable Lenny. Last of the Iron Claws, come on. Don't tease me, game. I am gonna have to tease y'all, loyal viewers, however, so we're gonna be finishing off here for the evening. What a twist! Y'all remember how we introduced Roger in like the second or third session in Area 51, and then the narrative just kind of forgot about, you know, great sage and eternal love child Roger Bacon, and like, oh, he's just a recurring character. He doesn't have anything to do with the greater story. Isn't he a funny little monkey man? And I'm further going to say, y'all remember in the end of Covenant when Roger and Yuri tried and horrifically, traumatically failed to bring Alice Elliott back to life using the forbidden, doomed, cursed power of the Emigre manuscript, because resurrecting the dead with the Emigre manuscript has never worked. Because in Roger's own observances, if immortality was easily obtainable through arcane rituals, there would be immortals running around willy-nilly, and there aren't for a reason. But anyway, y'all remember when we brought back half of Alice, who disintegrated torturously in front of Yuri's eyes, existing just long enough, you know, to encourage him to, you know, move on with his life and reaffirming that she loved him. Yeah, when that happened. And Roger, with this, you know, sing-song, oh, I've learned my lesson. Oh, I'm never going to trample in God's domain again. Cross my heart. Woohoo. No more of that evil warlock stuff for me. And, like, he winks at the camera, and he seems incredibly unsincere after the horrific trauma that he has put one of his, you know, oldest living friends through. Hey, guess what? He did not, in fact, stop playing God and doing evil warlock stuff. Johnny, it's gonna get weirder. Anyway, for now, I want to thank you all for joining. It's been a lot of fun. Tim, closing thought: can we get a game with Roger as the MC? If they bring back the franchise, if that happens, I will pre-order it. I'll pay double. They can shut up and take my money. I'd be all about it. So far, however, there is no more Roger Bacon beyond this one. A true shame, because man, what a scumbag. He's just the absolute worst, and I kind of love it. But we are going to be calling it there for the evening. Thanks so much for joining. This has been a hoot. It's going to be really hard to think of a thumbnail for the video.
So in the meantime, hey, everybody, y'all take care of yourselves out there. Failing that, take care of each other. It's all that really matters these days. Stay hydrated, and I hope to see y'all in the next one.